What? You could move it. If he could move it, it's not really going to stop them. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Thanks for clicking on this video. Today we're going to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode 5, season 1. Never Kill a Boy on the First Date, which is a great title. And let's just jump right into it. Like, subscribe, comment. If you like full reactions a little bit early, they're on my Patreon, and you can check it out there.
We haven't been properly introduced. I'm Buffy, and you're history.
Poor technique. Prioritizing subpar. Execution was adequate, but a bit too bloody for my taste.
Giles, don't mention it. It was my pleasure to make the world safe for humanity again.
I'm not saying that you're making
Yeah, Giles.
spending too much time and energy. It should simply be plunge and move on.
Plunge and move on.
What is it?
I don't know. I thought this vampire was just on a random kill, but it may be something else.
Something big?
I best consult my books.
And there will be a time of crisis.
This guy.
And in this time shall come the Anointed, the Master's great warrior. And the Slayer will not know him, will not stop him, and he will lead her into hell. 5 will die from their ashes. The Anointed shall rise. The brethren of Aurelians shall greet him and usher him to his immortal destiny. And one of the brethren shall go out hunting the night before and get himself killed because he couldn't wait to finish his job before he ate. Oh, wait. That's not written anywhere. The Anointed will be my greatest weapon against the Slayer. If you fail to bring him to me, if you allow that girl to stop you. Here endeth the lesson.
All right. And those guys are supposed to go out and get him. His henchmen.
It doesn't connect with any of the sects that I've studied.
What about this? On the inside, it's a sun and 3 stars. Haven't we seen that somewhere?
I don't think this represents any...
Right, it's right here. Sun and 3 stars. Told you it looked familiar.
Oh, the Order of Aurelius. Yes, you're right.
Ooh, 2 points for the Slayer, while the Watcher has yet to score. Oh, Owen, hi.
What do you want? A book? Oh.
See, this is a school, and we have students, and they check out books, and then they learn things.
I was beginning to suspect that was a myth.
I lost my Emily Dickinson. It's dumb, but I like her around.
So, Emily Dickens, huh? She's great.
Dickinson.
She's good also.
I didn't think I'd find you here. You don't seem bookwormy. The type of person to lock themselves in a dark room with a lot of musty old books. I've offended you.
No, I'm just surprised you gave any thought to what I'm like.
You shouldn't be.
She's just in the library.
I love books. I mean, I really love books.
What's this?
Oh, not this one.
This one she doesn't love.
Not this one.
She's quite a good poet. I mean, for
A girl?
for an American.
For an American.
Insect, if they're here, it's for a good reason.
That was Owen. Do you have any more copies of Emily Dickinson? I need one.
Buffy, while the mere fact of you wanting to check out a book would be grounds for a national holiday, I think we should focus on the problem at hand.
I'm sorry, you're right. Vampires. Does this outfit make me look fat?
Owen Thurman was talking to me.
Buffy needs to get a little D sometimes.
He's solitary, mysterious. He can brood for 40 minutes straight. I've clocked him.
He was so nice.
What did you guys have to talk about?
It's artsy.
He reads Emily Dickinson?
Oh, he's gonna be the
You've never even
the
met her.
forget what he's called.
Has anybody given any thought to what this green stuff is?
I'm avoiding the subject.
I think it's kale. Or possibly string cheese. So Buffy had this laying go last night.
Xander?
I mean, how'd the laying go? No, I don't mean that either.
It went fine, thank you. There's some new hoity-toity vampire sect in town.
That's bad.
Well, hey, they're bringing the much-needed tourist dollars. Ooh, look at Mr. Excitement.
Owen, he's all alone. Maybe somebody should sit with him.
Just to be polite.
He's the anointed one.
Let me get that.
Thanks.
Cordelia.
Boy, Cordelia's hips are wider than I thought.
Good one.
Owen, a bunch of us are loitering at the Bronze tonight. You there?
Who else going?
Well, I'm gonna be there.
Who else?
You mean besides me?
Buffy, what about you?
No. She doesn't like fun.
How about we meet there at 8?
Yeah, 8. It's not that big a deal. It's just a step.
That was funny.
It's a very...
She doesn't like fun.
It is. Tell her.
I'm afraid it's very big.
Thank you. Wait, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Boys.
Yes, well, I'm talking about trouble. A violent and disturbing prophecy is about to be fulfilled.
The Order of Aurelius.
I've looked at the writings of Aurelius himself, and he prophesied that the brethren of his order would come to the master and bring him the anointed.
Who's that?
Well, I don't know exactly, a warrior, but it says he will rise from the ashes of the 5 on the evening of the 1000th day after the advent of Septus,
Well, we'll be ready whenever it is.
which is tonight.
Tonight, okay. Not okay. It can't be tonight.
My calculations
I have a date.
They're bad calculations. Bad.
Buffy has a really important date.
Owen.
All right, well, I'll just jump in my time machine, go back to the 12th century, and ask the vampires to postpone their ancient prophecy for a few days while you take in dinner and a show.
Okay, at this point, you're abusing sarcasm.
This is no ordinary vampire. No, we have to stop him before he reaches the master.
But, cute guy, teenager, but post-pubescent fantasies.
This will just have to be put on hold. The dark forces are aligning against us, and we have a chance to beat them back. Tonight, we go into battle.
Fortunately, Owen probably is the anointed one. If I knew my Buffy episodes.
90% of the vampire slaying game is waiting.
You couldn't have told me that 90% ago?
Well, we've certainly waited here long enough.
Besides, there aren't any fresh graves. Who's gonna rise?
Apparently no one tonight.
Then I can bail? I can go to the Bronze and find Owen?
Very well then, follow your hormones if you want. But I assume I don't have to warn you about the hazards of becoming personally involved with someone who's unaware of your unique condition.
Yeah, I read the back of the box.
If your identity as a Slayer is revealed, it could put you and all those around you in grave danger.
Well, in that case, I won't wear my button that says, I'm a Slayer, ask me how.
I love Buffy. I'm starting to really
Ashes
like her.
anointed. I was sure it was tonight.
It is tonight. Giles, you're right.
I went on an airplane.
A pale horse emerged with death as its rider. You will be judged. You will be judged.
He looked like a vampire. Oh no, is Owen gonna be with Cordelia? Oh, who's that? That's not Cordelia. Oh, it is Cordelia. Aww.
That day's gonna bring fire. Fire coming down. Judgment. Don't think you're ready. Ready to look upon him. If there's sin in there, there's sin all around. It's a liquid. On that day.
Alright, I guess this guy
Why we're doing
is the anointed one.
it. You can't prepare. On that day,
You gotta sit down.
are you willing to stand with the righteous?
Okay. I think this is misdirection. Owen still is going to be the anointed one. Because it's called Never Kill a Boy on the First Date.
Are you alright?
It's a vampire.
So you just went home?
What was I supposed to do? Say to Owen, sorry, I was late. I was sitting in a cemetery with a librarian waiting for a vampire to rise so I could prevent an evil prophecy from coming to pass?
Or
Yes.
I can't take this anymore. I feel like everyone is staring at me, the big, hideous, dateless monster. What? Yeah, that's right, I have no life. Come on, there's nothing to see here, pal. Move it along.
you're acting a little overly, aren't you? I mean, you can have any guy in school.
He's not any guy. He's more Owen.
Sure, he's got a certain Owenocity, but a lot of guys read. I can read.
Hey, Buffy.
Owen.
Oh, look, it's Owen. Buffy and Owen. And Xander. That'd be me.
Where were you last night?
My watch broke, and we don't have any clocks in our house, and so I didn't know what time it was or even what day it was.
I thought I was the only one that happened to. How about we try it again for tonight?
Sort of heard that you and Cordelia were somewhat all over each other.
I danced with her a couple times. She's kind of grabby.
Let's see if I rearrange that, and sure, tonight will work.
Great. I'll pick you up at 7.
Tonight, isn't that so?
What?
Me and Owen.
Yeah, so it is.
Brooding poet. Xander, he was a little jealous there, but not too much.
We're still working on that anointed one problem. That'll probably take a few days, right? I mean, that's one obscure prophecy.
Yes, well, there are quite a few interpretations.
So, tonight's looking pretty slow, right? Probably best to relax and regroup. No big disasters coming. That is so good. I will see you tomorrow, then. Bye!
She is the strangest girl.
Buffy's really funny and cute in this episode.
Everything is in place. When this night's work is done, I will have a mighty ally. I'll be one step closer to freeing myself from this mystical prison.
Oh, he's good. He's still in prison.
I've been trapped down here so long I've nearly forgotten what it's like on the surface. There'll be time enough to remember when I rule it. If she tries to stop you, kill her. Give your own lives, but do not fail to bring the anointed. I know you won't disappoint me.
Hey, do I want to appear shy, coy, and naive?
He's a character.
Unrestrained, insatiable, and aggressive.
You know, Owen is a little homespun. He probably doesn't like that overly assertive look. Here's something. A nice, comfy overcoat and a ski cap. The ear flaps will bring out your eyes.
Okay, guy's opinion. Which one do you think Owen will like better? The red or the peach?
Oh, you mean for kissing you and then telling all of his friends how easy you are so the whole school loses respect for you and then talks behind your back. The red's fine.
Thanks. I'll go with peach.
Here, put this on.
You're not bothering me.
So where's he taking you? Oh, I don't know. Where do you suppose young kids go on dates these days?
Well, I read somewhere once that sometimes they go to movies.
Movies. Interesting.
And I saw on TV once, a bunch of people our age went to a party.
Wow. Never knew being a teenager was so full of possibilities.
Ah,
That's Owen.
Xander was peeking in the mirror.
Talk.
Buffy's not home.
My calculations may not have been as far off as I thought.
5 die in van accident?
Out of the ashes of 5 shall rise the one. That's the prophecy. 5 people have died.
In a car crash.
I know it doesn't quite follow, but it's worth investigating. Look, among the dead was Andrew Borber, whom the police sought for questioning in a double murder. He may be the anointed one. The bodies have been taken to Sunnydale Funeral Home. We can...
Giles, why do you want to hurt me?
Hey,
You have a date.
Yes, but I will return those overdue books by tomorrow.
No, you're not getting off that easily.
man, you really care about your work.
Owen?
Yeah, a couple things about tonight.
Another date? Don't you ever do anything else?
This is the first date. There's never been a date, okay? This is my maiden voyage.
What, she doesn't like to dance?
You should probably know that Buffy doesn't like to be kissed. She doesn't like to be touched.
Xander.
As a matter of fact, don't even look at her.
And I haven't had a day off for a while.
Xander!
And a cranky slayer is a careless slayer.
That's bullshit.
Maintaining a normal social life as a slayer. Problematic at best.
This is the 90s, the 1990s in point of fact, and I can do both. Clark Kent has a job. I just want to go on a date. If the apocalypse comes, beat me.
I suppose I'll just go to the funeral home in case, just see if anything comes up.
We should go along.
Yeah, you're right. I don't trust that Owen guy. It's the eyes. They're crazy.
Xander, we should go with Giles. He could get in trouble.
The thing about Emily Dickinson I love is she's just so incredibly morbid. A lot of loss, a lot of death. It gets me.
Did she have a tragic and romantic life?
Kind of sequestered and uneventful, which I can really relate to. I don't get out much.
I don't get that.
It's my fault. I just find most girls pretty frivolous. There's a lot more important things in life than dating, you know? Did I say something wrong?
No. Come on.
This is funny.
It's weird.
Is Owen gonna be the guy?
It's like you're two people.
Really? Which one do you like better?
I'll let you know.
What is that about? In what way is she like two people? Didn't make any sense. Oh no.
Aren't there laws against this sort of thing? Owen?
Uh-oh, what are you gonna do?
All alone?
Cordelia, I'm here with Buffy.
Oh, okay. You want to dance?
All alone?
You are so good to help the needy.
Cordelia, Owen and I would like to be alone right now, and for that to happen, you would have to go somewhere that's away.
When you're ready for the big leagues, let me know.
Am I going to be wrong about Owen? Well, it's going to have to be, because she's going to have to drive a stake through his heart and kill him on the first date. And the guy's just wonderful. It's a misdirection.
Tom.
Oh no. Vampires are like dumb goons.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, I must be like a girl.
What? You could move it. If he could move it, it's not really going to stop them. What's that?
What are you doing here?
We saw two guys going there after you. Are they...
They are. Listen, you should get to safety.
Can you get out this window?
I'm afraid not.
Look, I hate to state the obvious, but this looks like a job for Buffy.
She has a beeping thing. No phone, of course.
Look, we'll get her. Just hang in there.
Hurry.
That stupid filing cabinet against the door is going to keep him out.
What a disgusting display. Is that really appropriate behavior in a public forum? I've never seen a girl throw herself at a guy like that. Hello, salty.
Uh-oh.
Pick up the phone, call 911. That boy is gonna need some serious oxygen after I'm through with him.
Angel.
Why is this happening to me?
I was hoping I'd find you here.
You are?
There's serious stuff happening tonight. You need to be out there.
No, not you two.
What do you know?
Prophecy, anointed one, yada yada yada.
I just thought I'd warn you.
Warn me. You see that guy over there at the bar? He came here to be with me.
You're here on a date?
Why is it such a shock to everyone? Owen, this is Angel.
A muffin?
Angel, this is Owen, who is my date.
Hey. Hey. So, where do you know Buffy from?
Awkward.
Work. You work?
Buffy!
Look at this. Show up everywhere.
What's he doing here?
I guess it's the same thing you're doing here.
Excuse me, what are any of you doing here?
Look.
We thought it'd be fun if we made this a double date.
I didn't know you guys were seeing each other.
Oh, yeah, well, we knew it would happen eventually, so we figured, hey, why fight it?
Hey, maybe we should all go somewhere together.
Gee, that's so nice of you to ask, but Owen and I were, well, sort of, Owen and I.
You know what'd be cool? The Sunnydale Funeral Home.
I've always wanted to go there.
Actually, that sounds kind of cool. Do you think we can all sneak in?
We saw some guys in there before. They seem to be having fun.
Bite me.
Ah.
Gotta go.
I thought we were going to the funeral home.
No, you can't. I'll be back in a little while.
Buffy, what's the deal? Do you want to bail on me?
No! Do you remember when you said I was like two different people? Well, one of them has to go. But the other one is having a really, really good time and will come back.
Ooh.
She's the strangest girl.
Wow. I still think Owen's going to be the anointed one. Because she can't have a boyfriend so soon. Not with the sexual tension between her and Angel.
So cool.
Owen, you can't be here.
Oh, and I suppose you guys are...
Yeah, see?
What are we doing here? Are we going to see a dead body?
Possibly several. Guys, watch him.
Is she mad?
She just
Oh, yeah,
wants
he's
to
morbid.
so we don't get in trouble.
Good thinking.
Good thinking.
Willow and Xander are the best. Yeah, this episode's really endearing me to the whole thing even more. Oh. Bent bars.
Giles!
Two more of the brethren came in here. They came after me. But I was more than a match for them.
Meaning?
I hid. But this chap was good enough to bunk with me till they went away.
Well, were they here after you, or was it that prophecy thing?
Ew, he's on top of a dead body.
Find the anointed or give him something, perhaps. It's all very vague, and the anointed may be long gone.
But he may not be.
We must find out.
Okay, I just need to get Owen and the others out of harm's way first.
Owen? You brought a date?
I didn't bring him. He came.
Buffy, when I said you could slay vampires and have a social life, I didn't mean at the same time.
I'll get rid of him.
You can't make him go out there alone. We don't know where the brethren are. I'll just tell...
No, Giles. If he sees you, he's gonna have more questions than he already does right now. I'll take care of it.
Is everything okay?
It is.
And we'll be leaving?
We're not done looking around yet.
No, he's right. So let's find a nice, safe, fun room to look around in.
We tried the office here, but it's locked.
No, it's not.
She used her super strength just to break it.
And I have to go now. To the bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom. If you hear anything like a security guard or something, just be really quiet.
Owen is definitely the anointed one. I can't wait till they reveal it.
Parts.
Keep looking. He must be here somewhere.
Just in case.
Put a lampshade. What is it?
Nothing.
The anointed must be gone.
I mean, this is where they keep all the dead bodies, right?
Never really seen a dead body before. Do they usually move?
Or he's just a vampire.
I have been judged.
So, I was wrong?
He has risen in me. He fills my head with sorrow. Pork and beans.
Pork and beans.
Give it a chaff, unblessed. I'll suck the blood from your hearts, he says I may.
He's in there.
Go! Get out!
Am I wrong all this time?
Oh God, this is too much.
Nah, I'm still right.
What'd you bring? Did you have a steak?
Oh,
Thank you.
what should I do?
Go outside and make sure the others are okay.
Buffy!
Somebody's got out Buffy.
They told me about you while I was sleeping. Why does he hurt me?
Tried to bite me. What a sissy.
Dead. He was found wanting.
I love her fake gymnastics.
Buffy, Owens!
Just give her a sec.
You killed my steak!
Your turn.
Knew that was coming.
Does anyone have an aspirin or 60?
So Owen's just a dude?
Oh.
Still think he's the anointed.
I'm sure this isn't exactly what you had in mind for a first date.
I was hoping maybe we'd finish up at Ben and Jerry's.
We still could.
No, I think I'll just walk home. Which way is home?
We'll make sure he gets home safely.
Okay.
Well, did Owen say anything about me on the way home? Any sort of indication?
Well, in that case, no.
But he was pretty incoherent, so we might have missed it.
You think?
No.
I totally blew it last night.
Well, see, what you need is a guy who already knows your deepest, darkest secrets and still says, hey, I like that girl.
Hi.
See, right now would be a great time to turn the tables and have him be the anointed one.
I don't really know how to say this. About last night.
So I'm sure you were pretty freaked out.
Totally. I was wondering when I could see you again.
That was my hopeful ear. Could you repeat that?
I think you're the coolest.
Really?
Last night was incredible. I never thought nearly getting killed would make me feel so alive.
So that's why you want to be with me.
Absolutely. When can we do something like that again?
Something like...
Like walk downtown at 3 in the morning and pick a fight in a bar. How about tonight?
Tonight would be not a workable thing. Did I just say that?
Tomorrow then. I'm free any night this week.
I'm not. Please don't take this personally. It's not you, it's me. And I was kind of hoping that maybe you and I could still be...
I get it. You just want to be friends.
That'd be nice.
Great.
Oh my god.
Great.
Well, he's a weirdo. Maybe you should bring him on the team. He likes nearly getting killed.
You thrilled beyond all measure.
No, I had very definite plans about my future. I was going to be a fighter pilot, or possibly a grocer. My father gave me a very tiresome speech about responsibility and sacrifice.
Sacrifice, huh?
It seems like a nice lad.
Yeah. But he wants to be Danger Man. You, Xander, Willow, you guys know the score. You're careful. 2 days in my world and no one really would get himself killed. Or I'd get him killed.
Yeah.
Or someone else.
I went to the funeral home of my own free will.
And I should have been there.
Buffy.
I blew it.
I have volumes of law, but I don't have an instruction manual. We feel our way as we go along. I must say, as a Slayer, you're doing pretty well.
At least I did stop that prophecy thing from coming true.
You did. Handily. No more Anointed One. And I would imagine the Master, wherever he is having a fairly bad day himself.
And in this time will come the Anointed, and the Slayer will not know him. She will not stop him, and he will lead her into hell. Welcome, my friend.
Oh, it's that little kid. All right, well, I thought that they were gonna, that would have been the time to then have him turn and it would be Owen in there with him. But I guess my dream of Owen being the Anointed One just is not going to come true. I need to accept that Owen was just a dorky poet dude who loved Emily Dickinson and being a brooding, death-obsessed, morbid guy. Oh well. But that was a really funny episode. It was just funny all the way around. I like sexually deprived Buffy when she was all boy crazy at the beginning. She was really hilarious. So that was a good setup. And then I guess they ended it with her kind of going, you know what? I can never be boy crazy like that again. I'm going to have to focus all my energies on fighting vampires. I could have gotten someone killed. So perhaps that's where we're at now. In a way, the episode did need to resolve that idea, right? I mean, the show could take, like, my guess would be that from now on, her big love interest is going to be Angel. At least he kind of knows the score, you know. But I guess they had to deal with, like, okay, teenage girl in high school, she's going to want to be boy crazy here and there. And they were like, well, let's just deal with it in this episode. We'll have an episode, and at the end of it, she'll be like, okay, I can't do that anymore. I got to be focused on killing vampires or whatever. So that will be... So, that's my theory. And then on that, so now we won't really have that anymore for a while anyway. I mean, they'll eventually delve back into it. They're early on. They're just trying to sort of tackle all the issues maybe. But then on top of it, now we got this little kid who's the Anointed. Although it would have been much better to, unless we just have an episode, like maybe the next episode is going to be, and the next episode is the one people have pointed out, like, oh yeah, episode 6 is pretty good. So maybe the next episode will deal with the kid, or maybe he'll be like a longer issue. But I would have liked, I mean, whatever. It was a great episode, actually. I just really feel like the Owen thing, like, he didn't tie into the story the way I wanted him to. So he ended up feeling, in the end, he feels just like this dead thing. I mean, I guess that his purpose was that. To make Buffy realize that she has to focus and whatever. But I would have really liked his purpose to have been he was the Anointed One, or he somehow was secretly involved and she didn't realize it. Of course, if they'd have done that, then I would have predicted it like 5 seconds into the episode. So at least it wasn't as predictable as I thought it was. But it wasn't predictable in the way that it was looking very much like that was going to happen. I mean, they definitely knew that you were going to think that, because that's how they had Owen show up at the funeral parlor. So it wasn't that it wasn't predictable. It was that they threw in this obvious thing for you to think, and then undermined it by not having it come true. So yeah, I mean, obviously they knew what they were doing when Because when he showed up at the funeral home, you're like, oh, okay, definitely. And then they didn't really, I guess, and then, I don't know, it's actually really kind of good. It's just that it's so early on. And every episode has been kind of like, I guess episode 1 and 2 were, I mean, unless they weren't meant to be a 1 and 2. I can't remember if they were supposed to originally air all together. But they were like a, double episode. And then, but other than that, it's been like I say, Monster of the Week. Everybody's been saying that. And so I expected it to kind of, but the only thing that they showed about the Anointed was this 2 seconds at the very end. You realize it was the little boy in the van, which there was absolutely zero reason to suspect that. He was just a kid in the van. So I don't know. They're playing with the idea of like surprising you and stuff, but they're not really great at it yet. I don't think they're obviously they're trying. I'm gonna have to really, before I can truly comment, I'm gonna see how they evolve this whole idea of this boy in future episodes. Yeah, I'd never kill a boy on the first date. That's almost like a misnomer. I mean, the fact that she thought Owen was killed because he got his head hit by that freezer door and knocked unconscious seemed kind of silly. You killed my date, she said a couple of times. But yeah, so, but other than that, there was no real killing the boy on the first date. It's like the episode would have been perfect if, although perfect but completely predictable, if Owen had turned out to be the Anointed One, and then she ended up having to stab him with a wooden stake. So I don't know why they didn't do that. It's almost like, again, it's sort of like they're trying to be not predictable by setting up this obvious prediction and then just not having it happen. But the only way to really see it, the truth of it, is to see really if Owen, so if like the next episode dealt with the boy and Owen still cropped up as a character in the future. Like if Owen's never a character again, then I don't really like this. But Owen should definitely show up at least peripherally here and there as a character, and maybe ultimately come to realize what Buffy is, and maybe become part of the team. Maybe they could even have him become a vampire or something like that. That would all be good in the future. So it's hard to really judge it, actually, because they left you hanging. So it's definitely, if it's not going to be a double episode, then it's going to be an ongoing. So now we're setting up like an arc, like a season arc almost. And so it's hard to judge without seeing the rest of how the arc plays out, Because if the arc, because it's not isolated, right? They wouldn't just throw that boy in there without bringing him up again. So it's definitely that no matter what happens with the boy, this was the first time we saw him. So this was like the intro to whatever that story is. So that kind of makes this story be like chapter 1 of a section, or, maybe just part 1 of 2 episodes. But all right, well, cool. I actually really liked that episode. Like I said, it sort of endeared me more to all of their characters. I like their dialogue a lot better in this one. They had a lot of funny lines. I hope I can get it through without 18,000 edits. Last time I ended up having to cut some of my favorite lines out, trying to cut it down. That sucks, because the show, basically rests on some of these fucking funny one-liners they got at this point. I'd like to be able to convey that humor and not just tell the bare bones of the story. But all right, well, thanks for watching. I've gone on and on too long already. But yeah, that was a fun episode. All right, well, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and check out Patreon if you like full reactions. And I will see you soon. Bye. Thanks.